Give me thy torch, boy, and hence stand aloof. Yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew tree, lay thee all along, holding thine ear close to the hollow ground, so that no foot shall tread upon the churchyard, being loose, unfirm, from digging up with graves, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, as signal thou hear something approach.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. O woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do. Or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obsequies that I for thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The boy gives warning something doth approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies and my true love's right? What with the torch? Muffle me, night, a while.
Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee. Whatever thou hearest or thou seest, stand aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear deployment. Therefore hence be gone. But if thou jealous dost return to pry in what I further shall intend to do, by heaven I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hungry churchyard with your limbs. The time and my intents are savage, wild, more fierce and more inexorable far than empty tigers or the roaring sea. You will be gone and trouble me no more, so shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that, live and be prosperous, and farewell, good fellow.
For all this saying, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt. Thou detestable maw, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and, in despite, I'll cram thee with more food. This is that banished haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey, and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence. Leave me. Think upon these gone, let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Be gone. By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone. Live, and hereafter say a madman's mercy bade thee run away. I do defy thy conjurations, and apprehend thee for a felon here. Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy. O Lord, they fight. I will go call the watch. Oh, I'm slain. If thou be merciful, open the tomb. Lay me with Juliet.
In faith I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman, noble County Paris. What said my man when my betossed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet. Said he not so, or did I dream it so? Or am I mad hearing him talk of Juliet? To think it was so. Oh, give me thy hand. One writ with me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave? Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. Death, lie thou there by a dead man interred. How often, when men are at the point of death, have they been merry, which their keepers call a lightning before death.
Oh, how may I call this a lightning? Oh, my love, my wife, death, that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody sheet? Oh, what more favour can I do thee with that cut youth in twain to surrender his that was thine enemy? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here to be his paramour, for fear that I will stay with thee, and never from this place of dim light depart again?
Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of inauspicious stars from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you, the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love. Ooh, oh, true apothecary. My drugs are quick. Ooh, thus, with a kiss, I die.
Saint Francis be my speed. How oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there? Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well. Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yond that vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it burneth in the Capulets monument? It doth so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love. Who is it? Romeo. How long hath he been there? Full half an hour. Go with me to the vault. I dare not, sir. My master knows not but I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death if I did stay to look on his intents. Stay then, I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear some ill, unlucky thing. As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master and another fought, and that my master slew him.
Romeo! Alack, alack, what blood is this which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What mean these masterless and gory swords to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo! Oh, pale! Who else? What, Paris too? A steeped in blood? Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance! The lady stirs.
Comfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from this nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep.
A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come, away! Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away.
Oh, what's here? A cup, close in my true love's hand. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Oh, sure, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with a restorative.
thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy. Which way?
Nice. Then I'll be brief. Happy dagger, this is thine sheath. There rest, and let me die.
This is the place. There, where the torch doth burn.
The ground is bloody. Search the churchyard. Go, some of you. Whoever you find, attach. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain. And Juliet, bleeding. Warm and newly dead, who have lain here for 2 days buried. Go, tell the prince. Run to the Capulets. Raise up the Montagues. Some others, search. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these pitiful woes we cannot without circumstance descry.
Here is a fire, and slaughtered Romeo's men, with instruments upon them fit to open these dead men's tombs.
O heavens, O wife, look how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath mistake, for lo, his house is empty on the back of Montague, and it is missheathed in my daughter's bosom.
O me, this sight of death is as a bell that warns my old age to a sepulchre.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir more early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught, what manner is in this, to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities, and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear, and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion. I am the greatest, able to do least, yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder. And here I stand both to impeach and purge myself, condemned and myself excused. Then say at once what thou dost know in this. I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she, there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife.
I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed her, and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage. Or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art as I intended, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night, to help take her from the borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease.
But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then, all alone, at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awaking, here untimely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her, come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But then a noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but, as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed, some hour before his time, unto the rigor of severest law.
This letter doth make good the friar's words. The course of their love, the tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did buy a poison off a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die, and to lie with Juliet. We still have known thee for a holy man. Where is Romeo's man? What can he say on this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua, to this same place, to this same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going in vault. I departed not and left him.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where is this country's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew at his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to open the tomb, and by my master drew it on him, and then I ran away to call the watch.
Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. O brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand. But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona by that name is known, there shall be no figure at such rate be set as that of true and faithful Juliet. As rich as shall Romeo's by his ladies lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity. A glooming peace this morning with it brings, the sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence, to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished, for never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.